Hey everyone, and welcome to today's show. We're going to be talking about the weather here in Evanston, Wyoming, how crazy it can get. Hold on to your coats and gloves as we go through this next episode on how bad can the weather really get here in Wyoming. Hey, real quick, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It helps my channel out so much. Let's hop right into it. Hey y'all, are you thinking about relocating to Evanston, Wyoming? Well, I got just the thing for you. My team and I have developed the ultimate relocation guide. This guide will save you hours and hours of research, citing a lot of the great top employers, hospitals, and a boatload of other stuff. This is just the thing you need to know and have for relocating to Evanston, Wyoming. And it's 100% free. Free for you. Yeah, that's right. You heard me right. 100% free. It's down in the description. Let me know what you think. Have a great day.
All right, guys and girls. So in this video, we are obviously talking about the winter weather here in Evanston, Wyoming. The weather can be kind of crazy if you're not used to bitter cold, lots of snow, the crazy driving, and the snow on the roads is a huge impact for everyone living here in Wyoming. So let's first start talking about the snow. So we get accumulations of snow. In some years, we've seen 3 to 4 feet of snow. And our road crews do the best they can to get it off the roads. But here in Wyoming, especially coming from Utah to Wyoming, Utah kind of keeps their roads a little bit cleaner than Wyoming. Wyoming doesn't technically like to use salt on their roads up here. And so when you hit Wyoming state line, it's almost like a snow curb you go over, especially on those really snowy days. So prepare for snow-packed roads when you're coming here to Wyoming, even if it's from Utah. And with those snow-packed roads, we get a lot of traffic. So in Wyoming, they actually shut down the freeway system when we get those huge winter storms. They kind of do it in sections. So they'll block it off at Cheyenne and Sheridan and all the way across the state until Evanston. And so if you're driving up here through Utah, through Evanston, once in a while, if it's a storm, they'll shut the roads down. You can get to Evanston and you can get from Evanston back down to Utah, but they're shut down going past Evanston. So if you're looking to go to Green River or Rock Springs, the roads are shut down. And it lines the whole city with hundreds and hundreds of semi-trucks. So the city of Evanston is actually in the works to build a $30 million parking lot in Evanston for all the truckers to come in and have a nice place to park. And that way they're not lining the city streets. So beware in the big storms, when it's a stormy, you'll see hundreds of trucks in town throughout the city, and they're just waiting for the roads to clear and state people to clear the highways of all that snow. So lots of snow. Let's talk about the winds. The winds here in Wyoming are one of the top windiest states in the West. So we get 30, 40 mile an hour winds. On average, it's normally windy all the time. It's almost weird if it's not windy here in Wyoming. And then let's talk about the bitter cold. It also gets super cold. The lowest temperature on record in Wyoming was negative 66 degrees in Yellowstone. So prepare for those super cold days, sometimes in the winter. This winter, so far, the 2023-2024 winter, hasn't been too bad. We haven't got too much snow and it hasn't been super cold. But for when it does get super cold, make sure you keep gas in your cars, at least a half a tank, extra coats, dress in layers, beware of ice out there. And if you have a diesel truck, a lot of people up here do have diesel trucks. So when it gets those cold temperatures, we plug in our trucks. Some of the other things we do for winter weather is we always make sure to keep our houses in a warm state. And if that's leaving the faucet dripping during the nights so your pipes don't freeze, making sure those pipes are insulated. And we also have heat wire that we do put on our pipes. Try and make sure our pipes don't freeze in our homes So that's kind of what we do here to try and stay warm in those cold climate temperature days. I just want to warn everyone before you move here from your Hawaiian island or something like that, tropical island. I'm moving to Wyoming to not pay taxes. Yes, we don't have state income tax, but that cold gets to a lot of people. So just make sure you're prepared to dress warm during the winter months. A lot of people like the heated jackets nowadays, and there's tons of stuff to stay warm. Everything normally runs besides the highways. Normally there's not very many school days out. It has to be a super severe storm for anyone to get let out of school or the government building shut down. So that's only happened a couple times, but our street workers and our snowplow workers, they work around the clock to try and remove the snow. We have special snow machines that actually pick it up and they truck the snow somewhere else. So they have a big snow plow that loads it into the back of trucks and then drives it somewhere else to try and get it out of the way for us. So those are some of the things you can look forward and how extreme the weather gets here. But in the summers, super nice. July, you're looking at 85 degrees up here, so not very hot. And so that's why a lot of our homes actually here in Evanston, Wyoming, don't actually have air conditioners. Another thing I want to talk is about four-wheel drive. If you don't have a car that's four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, or at least some chains when moving here, you might want to consider that. When I first moved here, I had this little Honda Accord and the snow hit hard that year. And I was getting stuck in my driveway and just driving up and down the road. I was doing deliveries for Smiths at the time on certain occasions, and I was just getting stuck in the snow all the time. So I highly recommend four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, or a truck with those options. So, especially for those winters that it just snows and snows and snows. You're not going to be able to get very far. Driveways or sidewalks in a timely manner if you're planning on walking back and forth to and from work. So four-wheel drive, it's not required, but it's highly recommended. So, and then if you have any other questions about my videos, other content you want to see, please comment below, tell me what you want to see, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, and you guys have a great winter. Stay warm out there.